Why do we stay in relationships that are not healthy? Why do we stay in relationships that make us unhappy? It is mind-boggling to me why we stay in relationships that make us unhappy. At any point, we can leave. At any point. We got to ask ourselves why. Why do we stay in relationships that are unhealthy? How? What are we thinking? Are we thinking that we can't find anybody else? Are we thinking that this is the only person that we can be in a relationship with, whether it's a friend or whether it's a personal relationship? We got to be looking at what are we thinking? Like, what's the fears? I take it to the page and journal it out. Why would I stay in a relationship that makes me unhappy? Why do I stay in a relationship that makes me unhappy? What is it about me that thinks that this is good? And I know that it's the dysfunction, right? The longer we stay in dysfunction, the more familiar, the more comfortable we get with dysfunction. But we have to say to ourselves, don't we deserve to be happy? Don't we deserve to be happy? Why would we stay in relationships that make us unhappy? Why would we think that we can change somebody and make them be who we want them to be? I'm going to make this person the perfect friend. I'm going to make this person the perfect spouse. It's impossible. If somebody wants to change, they'll change. Just like if we want to change, we'll change. And I've seen that people change for the people they want to change for. And sometimes it's not us. But we got to be willing to walk away from a relationship that does not serve us. Walk away from a relationship that is unhealthy. Walk away from a relationship that makes us unhappy. We just have to. And I'm not advocating divorce. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying in a relationship, we got to make sure that we're not staying in a relationship that makes us miserable. And I'm not saying that somebody else can make us happy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that sometimes people do things that make us unhappy. We see bad behavior. We see whatever it is. We see cheating. We see they're unethical. They, don't have character. Maybe we didn't know that at first. Maybe we were blinded by it. Maybe we were in love. We didn't realize it. We see these different things, these like red flags that we missed when they were yellow, right? And now they're red and they're blaring. And so we got to decide, am I going to stay in this relationship or not? But at any time, you can walk away from a relationship that is not healthy for you, that does not make you happy. So just something to be thinking about today. Why am I in a relationship, if this is you? Am I in a relationship that is unhealthy for me? Why would I stay in a relationship that's unhealthy for me? Why would I stay in a relationship that is unhappy for me? And I believe in, talking to people, telling people, how you feel. But I know for a fact that you cannot change somebody. You just can't. You can't make people do what you want them to do. It doesn't matter how much blood, sweat, and tears. You cannot make somebody be good. You cannot make somebody make you happy. You cannot make people do what you want them to do. You just can't. And at some point, you just got to say, am I going to stick with this? Am I going to put up with this? Am I going to do this, continue to do this or not? So think about it today. Do you have unhealthy relationships in your life? Do you have relationships in your life that make you unhappy? They drain you. Do you? And what can you do? Or are you willing to do something? Or are you okay with just staying in it? And I support you in whatever you decide to do. But just know that if you want to get out of a bad relationship, you can. The decision is yours. You can make a decision to get out of a bad relationship. You just got to make a decision for yourself that you're going to put yourself first, that you're going to put your happiness first, that you're going to put your well-being first, that you're going to put your mental health first, that you're going to put your children first, that you're going to put yourself first, that you're going to do what needs to be done. And you're going to do it without shame or embarrassment, because people in relationships all the time, whatever that looks like, marriages, friendships, people leave relationships all the time. And sometimes it's necessary. So think about it today. Do you have a relationship that you need to get out of? Are you going to get out of it? Are you going to end the relationship? Or are you going to stay in the relationship? Is it good for you to stay in the relationship?